place to catch up with friends, relax in a friendly atmosphere and enjoy great service and food, then Buckley's can offer a fun evening that the whole family can enjoy. In our bistro you can enjoy a selection from our extensive menu, including family favourites. On those sunny days, our alfresco is the perfect setting to enjoy a meal, catch up with friends, or watch your favourite sport on 2 large plasma TVs. Having a special occasion can be made easy by hiring our newly renovated function rooms. Buckley's, a venue of class that provides all your entertainment and function needs.
Good morning, welcome again. Yes, another round of footy action this afternoon from the GDFL. Last weekend, of course, saw a big round of football in the snow and the blizzard conditions, and it started last Friday night out at the Church Street Complex, where North Geelong 130-point winners over the Geelong West Sporting Club, with Toddy the Body Elsie, the little nephew, booting 6 goals. Inverleigh, 10-point winners over the Belmont Lions. Corio, 2-point winners over Werribee Centrals out at the Devil's Playground. Lee Clifford booting a lazy 5 goals. Bannockburn Tigers on a roll at the moment, 40-point winners over the Anarchy Roos. And the Thompson Footy Club, 16-point winners over Winchelsea down at the home of the Mighty Blues, with Jackson McLeod from the McLeod dynasty booting 3 goals. And the 94.7 match of the round, Bellpost Hill at the Ring Road Recreation Reserve, 40-point winners over East Geelong. Good morning, my name is Dick Philpott. We're here again to talk about local footy, GDFL action. And with me, I've assembled some of the biggest names and brains in local football, including the man next to me, Dale Smyth. Good morning.
Good morning, Dick, and couldn't think of any other place to be on a Saturday morning rather than here with you, mate.
They all say it's magnificent, Dale. I'm rather flattered, but I know you're lying. That's okay. And of course, beside him, of course, is our other commentator, Jake Bourke. Good morning, Jake.
Yeah, good morning, Dick. It's good to be here again. I'm looking forward to an absolute cracking game out at Winter Reserve today between Belmont and Corio. It should be fantastic.
Oh. We don't know what's going on there, folks. The producers yelling out at us, making all sorts of comments you just wouldn't believe. We'll have to put that in our bloopers, won't we? That's for sure. We're going to start the show off. Well, first, we have got a guest this morning on the panel. I will introduce him to you very quickly, and we'll go to our interview. We'll have a talk to this fellow a little bit later on. But he doesn't need much introduction. He is the coach of the East Geelong Eagles. Welcome this morning to Adam Skrobalak. Go, Adam.
Yeah, good day, Dick. How are you, mate?
Oh, good, mate. You can see we're in total confusion here on a Saturday morning. We'll come back to Adam, have a bit of a chat to him. But first of all, we've got an interview with Daryl Craven, the president of the Geelong West Sporting Club. Here it goes now.
We have Daryl Craven here, president of the Geelong West Sporting Club. How are you going tonight, Daryl?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Cal.
All right. Can you just first off tell us about any club functions that are coming up in the near future?
Well, Cal, it's a pretty opportune time, actually. We've got a $5,000 draw that's coming up on May the 17th. We run that in conjunction with Newtown Footy Club and Newtown and Chilwell. And that's at the Bakers Oval, and it's $100 a ticket, and it's a great day. We have a tremendous day with Newtown.
Now, currently Bakers Oval is sort of struggling, very dry. Can you sort of tell us how long till you think the ground will probably be acceptable for playing?
Well, it's pretty dry until last Thursday night, so we've had a bit of a drenching for the last 5 or 6 days, so that's been really good. And what we think that might happen is that if we can get a fair bit of growth on there, if we can stay off for another week or two, and depending on what council think, but we hopefully be on there within a fortnight to 3 weeks.
Yep. And you received $100,000 early in the year from the league. Can you tell us about what you were spending that money on?
Well, we haven't received as yet, but we've got to put in for to put some infrastructure proposals together, and one we've got currently working with the councillors for lights for Bakers Oval, so we're going to draw on some of the money from the GDFL fund for that. But then with our playing at West Oval, we're looking at trying to put some money into the infrastructure at West Oval, and that could be electronic scoreboard or some shelter over, make the place a little bit more comfortable for the supporters for some of the night games and that. But that's what we're looking at doing. But that won't probably come to fruition until we sign the addendums to the Memorandum of Understanding. So that could take another, who knows.
Thanks very much for coming on the GDFL Football Show.
Thanks very much, Cal, and thanks for your time coming down here yourself. Thank you.
Fantastic interview there with one of the great personalities of local football, Daryl Craven, the president of the Geelong West Sporting Club with Cal Lathrop. Absolutely magnificent. As I said before we went out for the interview, we have a special guest on the panel this morning who needs no introduction to people in local football, Adam Skrobalak. We said good morning to him. Adam, a bit of an ordinary start for the Eagles so far this year.
Yeah, been a little bit up and down. Started off with 1 win, 2 losses, but hopefully we can turn it around today against Thompson out at Thompson.
Indeed. Dale, well, that's your name, isn't it? Dave, this man, he's been around in footy a long time and he brings a wealth of experience to the East Geelong Eagles.
Yes, he does, and it was pretty evident last week that I reckon he's pretty well missed out in the field. I suppose I spoke to him just before we came on air, and I suppose the disappointing aspect of the game was we went up there expecting your forwards to have a big part in the game, and realistically, I don't think any of them really had a major hand or be able to say they actually won the day.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. Like we rate our forward line probably, in the top 2 or 3 in the competition, and to have 4 of them, get sort of 5 touches between them in the first half was a bit disappointing. And just the work rate of them. When the ball's in the air, they weren't there. When the footy was on the ground, they weren't there as well. So it's a little bit disappointing, but we've done some work on that, and let them know where we stand with that sort of thing. So we'll turn it around this week.
So Belpost still, to their credit, though, they did work and their matchups did work very well for them. I know that you played Robbie Chamberlain off a half-back flank. And after half, Tommy did go into the centre. Well, he's even likely to have more of an on-ball role, do you think, coming up this afternoon?
We will mix it up a little bit. Obviously, we've got some new on-balls this year, so we're just trying to look for that right mix. Obviously, it will take time, but as you know, you sort of got to get the wins on the board early, and we've got to make sure we do that, or else we could find ourselves in trouble.
I suppose the big point is, mate, will you be back playing this afternoon? I just didn't look at the paper on Thursday night, so you'll be back in the side?
Yep, definitely back this week and raring to go.
And so what was wrong with you last week? What caused you to miss last week's game? Obviously, it was a big loss for the team. Obviously, you won't admit to that, but what was wrong with you?
I had an ankle injury as well as a hip injury, but fighting fit now. So, looking forward to getting out there and hopefully getting our second win on the board.
Adam, you come over from Torquay to East Geelong. Where did you play before Torquay?
I was at Backsmash before in the Ballarat League, yeah.
The transfer from the Ballarat League from Torquay to the GDFL, from Ballarat to GDFL, did you notice any difference in the standard of play, or is it pretty well along the same line? Or? Yeah,
I think it probably comes down to the depth of the competition. Like in every side, they've all got 5 or 6 gun players, then it slowly tapers off. But I dare say in the Ballarat, it's probably the last 5. Ballarat's probably a little bit more highly skilled, but the GDFL's probably a little bit harder and more physical at the ball. But as you said, in the last couple of years, there's some pretty good players starting to come in. Billy Nichols and Glenn Wallace and these sort of blokes. So the standard's really picking up.
Absolutely. What are some of the big gun recruits you got out there at East Geelong?
Danny Liston's a good one. He's come from Warborough, premiership coach out there.
Where's Warborough? Where's that?
It's out near Ballarat, and we've been very cold out there last week, I'd imagine. But he's been really good for us. Obviously, he's missed the last 2 weeks, and we've lost both those games. So he'll be back in this week, and hopefully that's a bit of an omen. We've also got Ryan Closter, who's played VFL Footy, played at Lara last year, who's been pretty good for us so far as well.
Wayne Closter's relation of any sort, do we know? Or?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Can't tell you what, but yeah.
Not enough information to take.
Just quickly, Scrub, obviously Thompson today is a big test for you boys. They're obviously the reigning premiers. What would you be looking to stop for that side? Obviously they've got a lot of talented players up forward with Jackson McLeod and Glenn Wallace.
Yeah, obviously got to shut those 2 down. They're both very good goal kickers, and Jackson kicked 7 against Belpost Hill, and he kicked 3 last week. And Glenn Wallace obviously leads up the ground pretty hard and probably the best forward in the competition. So if we can hold them down, but really I think it all depends on the midfield. If we can get control of the midfield, I have a big say in the result of the game.
Scrubber, stick around with us for the rest of the show. We're going to ask your opinion of all the games this afternoon. We probably won't ask how East Geelong will go. Got to find what you might say to that. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back, Dale's Under 18 segment, more of Scrubber and Raiders Race coming up.
The place to catch up with friends, relax in a friendly atmosphere and enjoy great service and food. Then Buckley's can offer a fun evening that the whole family can enjoy. In our bistro you can enjoy a selection from our extensive menu, including family favourites. On those sunny days, our alfresco is the perfect setting to enjoy a meal. Catch up with friends or watch your favourite sport on 2 large plasma TVs. Having a special occasion can be made easy by hiring our newly renovated function rooms. Buckley's, a venue of class that provides all your entertainment and function needs.